All right, Cyclocross Magazine, and we're here with Christina Gokey-Smith, the winner of our 45 to 49 national championship here today. Tough race from Kristen Weber early on. How did you get away from her?
Well, actually, I have a great start typically, but I missed my pedal, and it took a while for me to actually get clipped in. And then when I finally got clipped in, coming through the start finish, it makes this little turn here, and I got kind of pinched. So I just waited, and then try to get my speed up and try to make the move before the first dismount, which I did, and then from that point I just stayed looking ahead. Had all my lines and everything dialed in. I felt, I just knew that this course, it wasn't going to be one on fitness. It was going to be one on basically if you made it, it was mistakes. Mm-hmm. So I really tried to just ride clean and smooth, and that was my only focus. Of course, I don't need to be told to go hard, so just trying to be as smooth as possible. So, and I made a couple mistakes on the final lap. Of course, they were like jinxing me on the sand pit. I made it every time. Then on the final lap, I was just like, But that was really the killer. Once I got through the sand, I knew I was golden, because actually I had a blast riding the technical side and the off camber. That was like the most fun I had. But going through this section here, sand is my nemesis. So.
Sand is your nemesis, huh?
Yeah, it is.
So you were talking about the role that experience plays, and so it probably took some experience to know that you could recover from kind of a slow start, huh?
Yes, absolutely. And I plan for that. I know that things are going to happen and things are going to go wrong. So mentally, I prepare for that. So knowing that, it's not a big deal in the race if I put that in my head beforehand.
So you've got some experience, pretty much every discipline imaginable, my understanding.
Yeah.
So did both your road skills and mountain skills kind of pay off on this course? It's drying up a bit.
Well, I started out as a mountain biker, so I think that everything falls back to that for sure. That just comes naturally. So, I don't concern myself too much with the features. I know that I'm confident in my skills. So as long as I stay focused and if I can dial it down a notch, I'm one that needs to be told to hold back as opposed to like going hard. So, and it was nice. I chatted with Meredith Miller before the start, and I was kind of concerned about the sand, of course, because before this morning it wasn't really that much rideable, and I was like, I was riding it fine yesterday and then today, and so she had some good pointers and was like, you really have to commit, regardless if you decide to get off or, ride it, you just have to commit. And so I knew that, and I knew if I didn't make it there first, then I was going to have to run. And I made it there first, and I did everything I could to ride through it, and I did. So I think just focusing on my race was all I can do, and it's all I have control over. And so because of that, I think that I came clean, walked away with the win.
So finally, 2 in a row on 2 totally different courses, but you said that maybe you should have had some more in the past, so you're learning a few things, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. It took a couple years for me to really dial in like what pedals, to use and all of that, and the gearing. And so I finally kind of, the first year I ever did cross, I was at Boulder. And I couldn't get clipped into my pedal half the course, and I was like, I should have won that, and I got second, And so the second year was in Austin, and I felt so great, and I flatted, and instead of going to the pit, I panicked, and I passed the pit and realized I had a flat.
Oh, no.
So then I went from dead last and worked my way up to fifth. I just ran out of time. So now I know if I go down, okay, just go to the pit regardless,
So you got experience, diverse background.
Yeah.
You've got it all. Congratulations on your second
much.
straight national championship.
Thank you.